All right, I think we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to the second annual Symposium on Water in Israel and the Middle East at Northwestern. This event is intended to explore broad issues of water resources availability, social and political dimensions of water sharing, and technological and other innovative solutions for increasing the water resource base. The specific theme this year is to explore issues of water resilience and sustainability. I'm Aaron Packman. I'm the director of the Center for Water Research at Northwestern. This effort is joint between the Center for Water Research, the Crown Family Center for Jewish and Israel Studies, and the Buffett Institute for Global Studies at Northwestern. So this reflects broader themes. We're looking for connections across campus around water issues. I'm pleased here to introduce Bruce Carruthers, who's the director of the Buffett Institute, and he'll say a few words of welcome on behalf of the Buffett Institute.
Thank you, Aaron, and welcome to everyone. Thanks for coming. It's interesting to think about water scarcity, a quarter of a mile from one of the Great Lakes, and also following weather that has been pouring water down from the heavens. But we know that water has a tendency to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Chicago weather is no exception to that. I'm very pleased that the Buffett Institute has the opportunity to support this activity, this event, partly because, as Aaron intimated, there are many things about water that fit wonderfully with the profile and the interests of the Buffett Institute for Global Studies. Water is a local issue, water is a regional issue, and water is a global issue. And thinking about water and who has it and water sustainability and so on is simultaneously an engineering problem, it is a political problem, and it is a social problem. So it really hits all of the different kind of aspects of interdisciplinarity and global topical relevance that the Buffett Institute likes to recognize and encourage activity. It's also great to get a bunch of people from engineering down here on South Campus and in this wonderful space. So I'm very much looking forward to learning about water myself. And I want to welcome you all and thank Aaron and the other organizers for doing such a great job in putting together such an interesting panel. And I'm sure that we will have a very productive day together. So thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. So I'm glad to hear of the broad interest of the Buffett Center in water issues. This is part of a broader effort of the Center for Water Research to explore not only technological solutions for water, but also to link more broadly and use water resources as the basis for improved peace and health. So we're exploring these themes here regionally in the Middle East. We're also looking to connect across campus through entities such as the Buffett Institute to generate opportunities for faculty and students to work together across all disciplines to solve water resources challenges. I'm now pleased to introduce my co-organizer, Eli Rekes, who's the director of the Israel Studies program in the Crown Family Center for Jewish and Israel Studies at Northwestern.
Thank you, Aaron, and good morning, everybody, and welcome. So, while many, perhaps most of my colleagues present in this room represent the exact sciences, I assume, engineering, technologies, I represent humanities at the Weinberg College for Arts and Sciences. So I feel somewhat underrepresented, but I'll briefly explain the background. So 2 years ago, an idea was born. Why not join forces in enhancing the teaching and research on water issues? We then created this collaborative venture between the Crown Family Center for Jewish and Israel Studies at the Weinberg College and the Center for Water Research at the McCormick School of Engineering. Now, the rationale behind it is that we believe that in order to more deeply understand water issues in one of the world's most complex and explosive, I should say, regions, the Middle East, an interdisciplinary, in fact, a multidisciplinary approach might be in place. And what we are seeking is to introduce a methodology that combines social and exact sciences. We thus decided to jointly teach, explore, study, and research water issues in Israel and the Middle East. And this cross-campus, cross-school, and interdisciplinary experience seems to be working well thus far. So we co-teach an annual seminar to students both from McCormick and Weinberg. We hold an annual academic symposium. This is our second. We received grants for conducting joint research ventures between Northwestern and Israeli University and scholars, and we promote student exchange and more. I should say parenthetically that a colleague of ours and a partner, Professor Sarah Young of anthropology, has taken it even further, and she concurrently identified dozens of departments, programs, projects, etc., that all deal with water-related issues at Northwestern. And in many cases, right hand doesn't know what left hand is doing. I'm saying it nicely so. So she had mapped all these enterprises with the hope that there can be even more collaborative work. My last point is that as head of Israel Studies at Northwestern, I'm particularly pleased and proud to watch this venture successfully grow. I believe that Israel Studies is not and should not be limited only to the more common conception of the Israeli-Arab conflict, the military aspect, the armed struggles, suicide bombing, and the like. Israel Studies, to us, also means arts, music, culture, media, communication, law, and not less important, science and technology. So these are two areas where Israeli academia has attained impressive achievements and has so much to offer. Water is one such field. So this symposium at the same time is equally dedicated to the study of the water issue in the Middle East. As we witness on a daily basis, water has become a weapon in internal battles, internal strife, which tear the Middle East apart in the last 5 years. Look at what happens in Syria, Iraq, ISIS attempts to take over dams and water resources. So I welcome our guests and look forward to a fruitful discussion which may hopefully contribute to the better understanding of the pending issues and maybe even offer some, I should say what the text says, practical solutions, but I should be more cautious and say directions towards practical solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali. Hello. Okay, very good. Thank you, Eli, for those words of welcome and exploring some of the broader issues for water in Israel and the Middle East. We have 6 speakers set up today who will address these issues from multiple perspectives. And before we get to them, I just wanted to run through a few logistical details. So we have 2 sessions. We have a morning session with 3 speakers, an afternoon session with 3 speakers. So there are no breaks in the session. There's food and coffee in the back, so we're going to ask you if you would like coffee to just get up and get the coffee as you need it, and the same with restrooms, which are just outside in the hall. Sessions this morning are going to address the broader themes of the workshop, starting with some broader issues in terms of cooperation in the Middle East and refining into technological solutions. The morning session, or the afternoon session, will also address these issues from different perspectives, particularly focusing on food, water connections, climate issues, and then additional opportunities to develop scientific and technological solutions. So the whole framework for the day is to view potential solutions from social, political, and technological perspectives.